right. If we allow Henry, you know how it be now. We go until tomorrow we go end. But the point be say, he want make them pursue Fernandes. All right. So because people could bring this to come here, and it's very important. And some of the points we make, the price currently and the money where the club go generate to even sign 2 to 3 players. We go also at least if you sign 3 players. 1 fail, 2 fail, say 1 work, you go to say, okay, that was a good business. You know, so I don't bring the thing come this table.
Yeah, we'll break that thing already there. I'll agree with him.
You mean him?
Yes. Oh, wow. Because now these are my reasons. You have a new coach that met these players. These are not his players. They might come from the same nationality, doesn't mean they are brothers. Do you understand? Because now, the person that is taking the responsibility for a loss and a bad season are not Man United players entirely. It is the coach. Yeah. Because the coach selects who plays. Now, Ruben Amorim in Sporting built that Sporting. He did not meet those players and played with them until they were world class. Now, he used the hand by the Gyökeres and co. He assembled that team. And they formed to be a giant to compete, and that's why they took the league back to back. And even him leaving Sporting, them winning the league now is because of the foundations that are there. You can say that Slot winning the league now was the foundations that a club kept for Liverpool. The foundations were strong. It's very hard to actually ignore that this foundation did not exist. Amorim needs time to go to the market and pick the players he can work with. Per player you are signing that player with a promise saying that, okay, fine, this is the player I am responsible for. If it work, good. If it doesn't work, still hold me. But right now, if those players that Amorim is working with, if it not work, you will see Man U supporters to fans will say it is not Amorim's fault. These players are bad. But if Amorim sign these players, that's why when they're talking about Patrick Dogu, Amorim called for the transfer of Patrick Dogu. Do you understand? I'm right, Abi? Now, if as Dogu they work now, they go say, now Amorim bring this one. Yeah. But you cannot say Fernandes not working is Amorim, or Garnacho not working is Amorim, or even the swallow, what's his name, our man? Where the swallow goes. Onana not working is Amorim. Now, if you don't sell these players now, when do you want to sell them? The same thing that Liverpool did in Salah. How much did the Saudis bring for Salah? Imagine if Liverpool had accepted that bumper contract. Salah had a fantastic season, no doubt. But do you know what that money would have done?
They will not win league.
Do you understand? They will not win the league. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at the market, the inflow coming in. They cannot sell Salah 100 million again, bro.
No shaking.
Do you understand? They cannot sell Salah even 50 million. Salah go they struggle within 30. Because you look at his age. If the Saudis are coming for Fernandes, let him go. Other players like Garnacho, Garnacho now, for January, we hear Garnacho. Even Chelsea went for Garnacho. 60 million or nothing. Plus other add-ons. Now, who will buy Garnacho 60 million? They are watching the stats. As a player's performance is reducing, so is his money. Yeah. Man United have to make profit right now. They have to make profit right now. Because if they don't make profit from this player sales early, they cannot make profit from this player sales again. It's because next season or half season, it will go down. So right now, this is, why I said they let the players go at this time. With this summer, any player that Amorim buys, he will test them out in the preseason, Abi. He go test all the players well. They adapt very well. The advantage Maresca had over Pochettino, the Maresca had, they tested their players in preseason. They know the one way good, know the one way they know if you work with. They choose their squad and they moved on with the rest. Do you understand? Amorim needs to do the hand picking. Go to the market and buy the players he can work with, because, bro, as of now, Man U will need results. Man U would not want... See, I'm not a fan of beautiful football. Take your beautiful... Mourinho will tell you, play your beautiful football, 100% possession, give me the goals. Go with your possession. Who go lose? Go with your possession, give me the 3 points. Amorim now needs results. He need to show working. Bro, he needs to show working at some point. Man, you will be willing to invest. Man, you cannot throw in that 1 billion or 300 million without letting key players go. You have to lose some to gain some. If they tell any Chelsea player that we are going to lose Messi Mount to get a Kopama, do you know that will for argue that transfer? You know, like that? Because at some point, but we didn't know that letting go of Gallagher, Messi Mount was a good thing for us. Because we buy players where at least they try for us. So make them just support them more. Any player we no one work with, let the player go. Coach say I cannot work with this. You can't fight it. You can't force the coach. Do you understand? And Amorim will be flexible to work with, to make him use the hand selector. So any consequence, he will face it in the end. At the end of the day, simple.
Okay, so this Bruno matter, I differ. Because I feel like this Manchester United, what they talk about, they are very poor. You won't come begin to sell the best. Like the first thing we want to do now to sell the best. Not be like say the best they give you waiting, they give you waiting you want. In the last game, I didn't give the assist. Why would they talk about selling him? He should still stay. This guy will give you still with the way in body there and the way in the move. If he still give you 3 good 4 solid season, where you go to build. That time when they build, you can still have him around. Because before you go, if Bruno leave this team, he go take them, he go worse pass like this. So all this one what they talk now.
But you don't know who's coming now.
Who won't come?
I'm just saying.
Who won't come? If the person they come, making come when they there. The money is not really the problem for Manchester United because they are spending. Yes. It's not money not my problem.
You don't know sometimes. You don't know say FFP they go balance the book.
I don't think so.
You know say they go balance. At some point, months ago, we heard that Man need to sell to buy.
See, if Man can sell 3 players instead of selling Bruno.
Casemiro is one.
There's Casemiro.
How much they want to sell Casemiro?
Bro, even if you see 20 for Casemiro, if you see 30, if you see 30 for Garnacho or 40 for Garnacho, if you see Onana, nobody go collect Onana, they go exchange and collect Bib. If you see who again? But basically,
don't mention Garnacho. How much?
What of Garnacho? What of Maino?
Maino can give you a solid 40 or 35.
Yes, Maino.
Solid 40 or 35.
Yes,
for me, even Garnacho will give.
Garnacho can give you.
Garnacho should be like 40.
You can sell 50. You can sell 3 of those players and generate that 100. Not Bruno. Bruno cannot leave this team this time around. Except na personal reasons. But if the reason are because of money, there are other reasons. There are other ways to generate money to sort out transfer business for Manchester United. He's not letting Bruno go. But Bruno has a lot to offer.
He said something about fitting the style of the manager too.
Bruno can fit in different styles.
Okay. Now the manager buy him.
But you can still work with
all the other people there and I buy him. Why did they say the other people? Why is it Bruno? Why would they point out Bruno?
Man, you don't turn project.
Bruno is
man, you don't turn project too.
See Bruno, bro, no matter nothing anybody want tell me for Bruno,
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying that the manager.
The fact that we don't even the reason say make them sell him. Sell him for what? For this Man U they. If they say the Man U where they talk about, they at a very good position. Where they talk different thing. But Man U they 16. They talk about selling the first thing where they talk about now to sell their best player. No,
because that's the one that the bumper offer is coming for.
Bumper offer. The other people no go give them offer.
Before Bruno, there was somebody.
Thank you.
Before Bruno, there was somebody. Before Bruno, there was lack of Rooney, Giggs. So many players don't come that team and they leave as well. That's why I say you go see they don't meet this kind of bad team, but at the same time, they come, they go. You go say a player definitely one day you go say if Ronaldo feel leave Real Madrid and they see win Champions League and all those things. Who is Bruno? You understand? That's why I say Bruno now one of the best players where this Premier League don't ever see because that guy is very, very good. If you talk about the eye of Manchester United since he come this club, he has been him. Mm-hmm. He has been him. Now, this guy now somebody he no need style of play before he play for you. Why? In there that good, in there that level way, as a coach, if you meet him for club, no matter how your style of play day, you go find where you go suit that guy to play. That's how good the guy is.
Yeah.
Just like you meet Ronaldo for Real Madrid or you meet Messi for Barcelona, even though you don't play your style, you go find way to suit this guy inside that team. Because of why? Naim be the team. Naim be the feature of the team. Not be the feature, but like Naim be the picture of the team. You understand? Now, waiting here they try to not be say Man, you talk say they want say Bruno. You remember what Bruno talk in last interview? He talk say if the club no want me again, I can go.
Yes.
Of course.
You get no be say man I don't come outside tell you say oh boy Bruno you go come out for our team just the way Garnacho one day. You understand?
Yeah,
it's
just
different
like
thing. Now this one and Henry they talk about. And if you check and based on the fans' view now, I feel agree with Henry. Why? This guy now the only guy where if he generate that money where they find.
Oh damn.
Apart from Bruno, you see this Garnacho, you see this Mino, you see this whatever. Yes, you may sell those one though, but how much are they going to spend? Because already they are start spending. They don't spend on Cunha already 60 something. You need money to balance all those money. I just say the payment structure in the next 3 or 4 years.
2 years.
Okay, 2 years. Now they go pay the money finish for that Cunha deal. So you need all this money. Yes, you go let the lack of Garnacho go. Pure profit. Now your player. Now your homegrown player. You meet them. You bring them up. You understand?
Yeah.
But the lack of Bruno now. Waiting make my fan. They tell you say they want men go now. We go generate money. And remember, this guy is 30. We cannot build this club on this guy again.
Yeah.
This guy is 8 already. Despite say, yes, he's the future. Tomorrow, if man you start again, you go see be Bruno. No matter who we bring inside this club. Now, how big the guy don't they? Then they say, this guy, since he come Premier League, nobody have created more chances than him. That's how special this guy is. But now, then they say, if this man you really want build, Bruno, now the only person where they feel sacrifice to get that money at the same time to move forward.
How much you want to generate though to take rebuild?
You go say Bruno now if you want 120 based on the way waiting they hear from Saudi.
Nobody will pay 120
100
for a 30
million they go pay for Bruno.
30-year-old.
Saudi go pay 100.
How many people they don't pay 100 for?
Saudi.
Yeah,
But, okay,
Saudi go pay.
I just want to mention how many people they don't pay.
Mona wait. If this men if you come out based on waiting we don't see them then spend, and if they if you come out tell you say oh boy Salah waiting be this 200 million.
Thank you.
They can pay that 120. If this men if you come out go carry injured Neymar they pay whether 90 also.
Play only 3 matches.
This men don't come out offer Osimhen money we are not even expect. Bro, they can offer 120 for Bruno. Bruno is that good. This Bruno when we talk about can still give you 4 years.
One man, you know what he's
Now they tell you say they want build. Understand where my fans they come from. They want build this club. When you want build, you need to let all these men wait on 8. Now why you say to let the lack of mind now go? Now problem because you need these boys now to build around them. Unless the guy knows suit your style of play, unless you get issue with the guy just the way they get issue with Garnacho just now. You understand? If you get issue with them, you can let them go. But if you don't have issue with them, you beat on them. Waiting Arsenal they do now on Saka, Saliba, and all those guys them. Now waiting man you now want to do. Now you let the lack of Bruno go. You go carry the lack of Eberechi Eze where they don't suit the style of back three already. Where we don't see them for the league. They are already doing it. With this FA Cup where they win, you see the structure of the team. You get that guy, you get one solid midfielder again. Where you go add into this team because Cunha is already there. You get that Eze, you get this what they call Ahmad. You get one big striker, bro. That 120 can go a long way for you as a club. And I remember this is a new manager. He tried to set up in one team. Not be like Ten Hag we don't work with this team for like 2 years before. This is a new coach. So for me, letting Bruno go, he go favor Manchester United, but it depends on the Amorim and the kind of signing we go get because this signing we don't see so far, bro. No be that guy you. This Patrick, what they talk about? No, but that guy. If Luke Shaw being fit, Luke Shaw can bend this guy anytime, any day. Is that where you want to go? For me, that's the wrong way. But based on this Cunha, when don't start with now, we don't see say this guy now don't get eye on the camp players when you need to they play your own football. So if you let Bruno go, maybe Garnacho go again, maybe Onana go, you generate that money. Maybe that money can be maybe 150 or maybe 180. That money can go a long way. With 180, if you get good sporting director, they can scout player that can. From defense, maybe midfield like 2, defense 2, midfield 2, then maybe attack 2. You are good to go. Than for you to depend on Bruno and the other crowd they are still there. And now remember this same club that they talk about say they owe money. Remember, now this same club they cut people salary. Remember, now this same club they tell you say no free food for anybody. Remember, the stadium where they talk about say they want build. You need all these things. They don't qualify Champions League. There is no revenue coming in. All this big money where if you make Champions League sport, you get the money. You don't get it. Money where Premier League will even pay you this season. I don't think it's good enough because you finish 15. You understand? So for me, let Bruno go is the best option. But if they want bid on him, fine and good. But for me, let Bruno go is the best option.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Do you know that if next season starts, we will play FA Cup round 2 with Division 6? That is where we are now.
Based on where we want to finish.
That's where we finish. Chelsea knows say Gallagher because he's bad.
Thank you.
That was not why they sold him. I hear people say, look at McTominay, you let's go, this and that. McTominay left Manchester United because at the time we sold him, we needed to sell a homegrown.
To pay for this, the 2 deals you had.
From that is £30 million. We financed, at least to an extent, Ogate deal.
Yeah. It was like an exchange.
Man, you did not let McTominay go because he's a bad player. That's just the time when you listen to people and say, look at what he lost. There are conditions. And there is no one player that is bigger than the football club. Barcelona is just La Liga champions. They lost to Messi, Suarez, Neymar. When you want to build a team, you have to do the unthinkable. When people say you are big, man, your finance is not problem. We are in Adidas. We didn't make Champions League spot. So we'll pay them. If we are losing £10 million from the contract. And we're losing money. Now what can we do? We are looking at selling Meno, selling Garnacho. These are pure profit guys. If by the PSR, if you sell your homegrown 50 million, you are free to spend 150.
Yeah.
But you will spread it. You're not going to do it once. You spread it. So at any point, at any homegrown player you sell, you are free to spend ×3 of that money.
Yeah.
You get instrumental, like installment. Sorry.
Yes.
Now you have a 30 years old man, just like as I said yesterday. This guy is the eye of Manchester United. But as at the time Madrid came for Ronaldo, who was him in Man U?
Thank you.
They had the tail and the shoulder. We lost him. We collected the money.
Yeah.
We started fixing ourselves. Liverpool lost Suarez. Pichichi winner, 30-something goals.
Coutinho.
They bought one of the lost Coutinho. As at the time they sold Coutinho. Who was better than Coutinho in that team?
We had Salah then, no.
Who was Salah then?
Who was Salah then? Can we continue there?
But we had Salah.
Who
then.
was Salah now?
Oh yeah, who will you compare?
Salah
Who will you-
compared to
who will you-
Coutinho.
who will you-
Okay, I want to ask you.
At least we had Salah then. We had money then.
Listen.
We
Okay.
had the options.
Let me see.
Man, you after Bruno call who?
Okay, can you
When you
allow-
go call
can
him
you
the
allow-
level of
can you
Salah
allow
then.
me?
You're asking me question and you're telling me can I allow you?
Maybe somebody will step up now because those players where they mention step
Okay.
up.
Those guys
Are
were
we-
good that time.
are
Salah first season he scored at something goal. You're asking me who is Salah then?
We don't buy.
Who scored at something good for your club?
If Fernandes is going and we have already signed Cunha, is Cunha a bad player? Cunha is not a bad player.
Of course not.
We have already made contact with Brentford from Buemo. You get most of the times the problem of a football club is not losing a big player. The problem of a football club is reinvesting the money.
And replacement.
Most of the times you get this money, you don't spend wisely. You get so people will now say, see this guy money where they put, see where they put him, he no work. You get because when you sell a big player, you have the opportunity of getting 3-4 average players. If you get them, chances are that with good management, you can see Bruno was not like this when they born him. Somebody nurtured him into what he is. I remember Alex Ferguson picking Ronaldo at the age of 17. Look at what he turned to. So we are in a situation where we even have to let Wan-Bissaka go to finance Mazraoui. These are situations people don't know. But they will always make it look like you sell a player because it's not good. No. We are in a very bad financial situation. Bro, we are owing 1.something billion. This club doesn't have money. And if you don't sell it, bro, anything we make, see, the bid, they don't already drop the bid. They have given, the Saudi club has already given him time to reply to them. £100 million. This is what people they talk, nobody can pay. The £100 million bid is already on ground.
They can pay more, sef. You know what
The £100 million bid is already on ground. Like the salary is bomb. This is not the first time they are coming. When we gave him contracts last season, we gave him the contract because those men came. When they came, we gave him new contract to keep him. That was when we increased the salary to 300 something a week. Even the Casemiro we want to let go now. We are not letting Casemiro go because he's bad. We are letting Casemiro go because of financial situation.
Sacrifice.
If Casemiro is on 150 a week, nobody in Man U from owners to fans will talk about, because it will be hard to get this Casemiro at his age and experience. You get? But we want to let him go because of the mistake we made signing him. 300 and something thousand. If Rashford leaves United, Cassie leave, Fernandes leave, we'll be saving nothing less than £1.3 million every week. Now, among these three players who I count, How many they give you that standing performance week in, week out? Fernandes. Casemiro just pick off late. That picking and dropping, does he want 300 million pounds a week? No. So we are not trying to consider it because it's bad. We are considering it because of financial situation. And Naima can talk after the Europa, this thing say he would like to stay here. But if United thinks they need money and they want to raise money, that he wouldn't mind to leave. That was his statement. And it will benefit us. A player you buy 50-something million and somebody's giving you 100 after 5 years. Can you imagine? After 5 years, 50-something, you collected everything in Fernandes. If Fernandes, that day when Fernandes come Man U, if he go Madrid, he already win Champions League. 2 Champions League. If you go to Liverpool, he has 1 league. What has he given to him? What have we given to Fernandes? And at the same time, somebody wants to give you 100 million pounds from 50-something. And you say, I should think it. No man is an island, bro. If we let Fernandes go, all we need to do is to reinvest the money. And the way Amorim they do now, it's like him be one of those managers where go like maybe look into Premier League.
Yes.
And the players they. Mbuemo is on 50-something. Imagine if we get Mbuemo. Go Atlanta, get Ederson and Emerson.
Who will play the Bruno role though? Because people way they mention forward.
Kunha can do it.
Kunha could drop down to Bruno role.
No, somebody got replaced that midfield position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ogate and somebody go did that midfield.
Okay, somebody
you know,
that's
Bruno
already
not play out of
in the
position.
Okay, Fernandes, see.
Somebody that's already
Fernandes not even playing position.
Fernandes started playing out of position after Man U full hand game, where Martinez get injury. That was at the next game. Fernandes now have to draw deep to start playing flat foot with Casemiro.
But which of the role is the Fernandes we know?
Fernandes is an attacking midfielder.
He's one of the 10, which is where this Cunha now don't deal already.
You get so all this being equal.
You get Amad, yeah, you get Cunha,
all
yeah.
this being equal. If you are buying Cunha and you are selling Bruno, people will say Cunha is coming to replace him because where he's playing now, he's not. I'm not talking ability. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying Cunha can do what Fernandes is doing, but I'm telling like for like. If Fernandes plays his role as an attacking midfielder, but now because of condition, he's playing deep. When make I tell you for interview, say the Warriors. This is one of our goal scorers. We're playing that deep. We are underutilizing him by letting him play that deep. And for me, that is one of the reasons why I said let him go.
I ain't lose ball a lot in that position.
And it's a very the Europa we lost. See, Fernandes has weakness and strength. It not be that Amrabat. We go chase you to touch line. In the play fanciful and calculated football, sweet football. So if you set your team up well, throw him up front, relax. Don't expect him to do that defending. He is not that man.
He's not that guy.
He is not that man. And we are not getting the best out of him.
All right. For me, I just feel like it's unfair is not the word. I believe everybody.
Now one business, why you gonna do that? You don't say business.
Okay, we're gonna do the cry.
They say something, they cry. Like God
They
forbid,
pay you.
you broke. Somebody broke.
Yes.
You say your only car. You dey collect money or you dey share tears.
Yeah,
but you don't have any. At that point, children they call from school.
One person
Landlord they
does
call.
you must
So exactly what they try talk. If like all of una wey say me they sell am, una dey talk from a financial
Yes, now nobody talk like saying be bad player.
Nobody is
No.
Nobody is considering what Bruno brings to the team. In as much as the team is bad, now still Bruno be that man where we say, we get what the man you do today, Bruno. You mentioned player like Salah. If they sell Salah, Liverpool will not win the league this season.
But now, like,
so now, okay, will you say let them sell Bruno, and the hope? Let's just imagine.
The thing get different.
Let's just
where
imagine
Liverpool day and where Man U day is
exactly what they are they talk.
Liverpool don't dey on top already.
Now what they are they
compared to Man U, they have to build.
Let us look at. Okay, sell Bruno, but the possibility of us remaining around this position where we dey is still there.
Man U cannot get worse than this.
I'm just saying.
Man U cannot get worse than this.
I'm just saying.
relegation.
I'm just saying, looking at, because the purpose of players, apart from the money, the financial aspect, now to play the ball for the pitch. This pitch where they see.
Yes, now, but
and Bruno is.
But now the money now go make you play the ball. Now the money go make you play the ball.
See, Sammy, you need to understand that Man, you have spent
Everything
so much
and
money.
financial aspect now they look at. But neglecting the
the
fact
guy
that
na baller.
Exactly.
Don't
The guy na baller.
use the word neglect.
But now neglect.
There is nobody here that
We no
is
neglect
putting his ability on the pitch.
if everybody here agrees, say let him go. Which mean they are neglecting their
No,
goal.
sir.
No, if you are not
Sam,
neglecting,
You know, see the thing happen to you. I said that,
Sam,
na sacrifice for the greater good.
tell you something, Sam. If this Bruno they do this thing at 24 years, nobody go here go open mouth and say
Thank
Bruno.
you.
Because they go build that.
Okay, what about Garnacho? He's 20.
They get issue already with the coach.
The coach.
They get issue.
He's not his type of.
You can
man.
compare.
Bruno, that player who go sell, he go come back Old Trafford, score goal against Man.
He's 30.
We go clap for him.
He's 30. Now see money where they bring. You know, apart from Saudi.
Football fans these days
no,
these days.
I tell you, say apart from Saudi, nobody go pay this money for Europe.
Who want
Of
pay?
course, of course.
So as the money now they come, if you no grab her now, when?
All right, no wahala.
Liverpool on now work because the next season they win the league.
More quickly, of course, and not
Salah
just say
perform.
Salah was instrumental, talking like that.
No, Salah win the league.
Okay, fair.
But the Salah will win the league. That is also a word where Salah no still perform like this.
Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.